Hey everyone, Joe here. Well, Tamron has just announced two very nice new lenses that I'm actually fairly excited about, and I'm actually planning on getting. All right. Now, the first lens is an update to their 70-200 f2.8 lens, which has been a strong competitor against Canon and Nikon's versions. So the new version has been upgraded to a G2. It's the SP70-200 f2.8 DI-VC USD G2 lens. Now this is the new model, the A025 model. Okay, and it's upgrades from the older. So here was the A009 model. Now the other lens they have announced here is the which I'm actually really excited about too, is the 10-24mm f3.5 to 4.5 Di2 VC HLD lens. Now, what I really do like about this lens is the fact that the Canon version I've been using for many years, while a wonderful, nice little lens, is getting outdated. In addition, this Tamron lens actually has some weather sealing, so I'm really excited about it. All right. So we'll come back to the Tamron lens here, but I will say before we talk about the 10-24 here, before we come back to it, this is a Di2, which means this is a APS-C only lens, not a full frame lens. So that's another thing I think is really nice, is it's going to be priced for APS-C users, and it's got weather, moisture, dust sealing, which is something a lot of APS-C users like myself have been really wanting. All right. So let's go over here back to the SP70-200. Now, I'm actually really excited about this new lens. And for price points, I think they're actually, if I read everything correctly, the rumor states it's going to be priced around $1,500 US, give and take a couple hundred. So it's going to be priced very competitive. So I think this could be a really good option for a lot of photographers. Now, if we go through here, start reading over some of the updates and stuff. It also is compatible with the new tap-in dock, so you can customize it, much like Sigma's USB dock. Also, it is compatible with the 1.4 and 2.0 teleconverters. So if you wanted to buy this lens, and you say you wanted something like a higher focal length, say like 320 or something like that, or whatever 1.4 times that is, you can use it. Or you can actually get the 2 teleconverter and go up to say 400, be 140 to 400, and which automatically means that aperture be around f5.6 wide open too, which is still pretty decent enough, you know. So I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty nice, especially with the nice image stabilization this lens is supposed to have on it. Okay, let's first talk about the image stabilization. Now Tamron is saying they have 5 stops of image stabilization put into this lens. That's really, really nice. Now, Tamron's lenses, Tamron has always had great vibration control, which is their version of image stabilization. Sometimes it's always not the best for video, but for photos, it's really nice. It locks on quite well. So let me read this part right here. Keep it steady with VC equal to 5 stops. Tamron's best-in-class vibration control image stabilization performance is equivalent to 5 stops according to CIPI standards. Plus, the lens offers a choice of 3 vibration control modes, including one exclusive for panning. Now you can match the vibration control mode for your shooting conditions and enjoy sharp, jitter-free handheld shooting even in low light. So, yeah, that's pretty decent. Kind of really excited about that. And they show you a picture here holding it 1/4 of a second at 70. Not too bad. So let's get over here. It's talking about it has E-band coatings and also fluorine coatings, which really does help. Moisture and dust resistant construction, which is always a plus, especially if you live in humid environments or going from indoors to outdoors a lot. Electromagnetic diaphragm. Now, Canon's always had the electromagnetic, but Nikon normally hasn't been. So this is a new update to theirs. As a arc assist tripod mount on here, so that way you don't got to put another little mount on the bottom of it. If you got a tripod stand that uses the arc assist mount, you just simply attach the lens straight to the tripod. And of course, like I said, it is going to be compatible with the tap-in console. Now let's go down here and look at some of the photos of it right quick. As you can see, looks pretty nice. You can see the arc assist plate down at the bottom made right onto the tripod mount. Excuse me, the lens, what do you call it? Lens foot. And the lens has a lot of little nice, it says vibration control on and off, manual focus on and off. You also got a focus limiter. It says right here you got full or, can't see reading on the screen now, but it probably limit the amount of focus. That way you don't not actively focusing on something, especially if you're trying to put like something between you and the person you're photoing, like grass, your hay or something other, or leaves, to add more creative look. This can really help keep wanting to focus on things and also speed up the focusing. And of course you got switched between 3 different modes here. Now, if you look at this, you're probably going to think, by just reading here, that has optical construction of 23 elements and 17 groups. And you're probably thinking, hey, the old lens had 23 elements and 17 groups. It's the same ones. Well, I wasn't too sure on that either when I first started reading this. But there are some changes. Now, it still has a 9-circular diaphragm, so you still get pretty round, smooth bokeh. But let me get the optical construction here. Let me pull this up, put my finger on the screen, and get the other lens here, compare it to the old one. There we go. Okay, here we go. So if you can see, that's the old one. This is the new one. And here's the old one, and here's the new one. Now, first of all, some of the, if their drawing is as accurate as it's supposed to be, some of the elements' size has changed, but the overall layout is still the same, almost the same construction. It looks like they just improved upon an already decent construction and added an additional low dispersion element. So, yeah, it's very similar to the old construction, which wasn't bad. So it looks like they just kind of improved on it, updated it. So I'm hoping this means a little bit better performance, because everybody wants better performance in optical. So anyway, that's it with this one. It uses a filter size of 77. Overall, it's going to be looks to be a great, fantastic lens. Very interested in getting this lens, getting my hands on it, and actually start using it, because I've been thinking about getting the new 85, and also thinking about getting the 135. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and save a few dollars by getting this lens. So that's something to consider. Now I mentioned before I was trying to stick with Canon, but yeah, I suppose because I'm just not using Sigma anymore. Okay, now let's get over here to the new 10-24, which I'm also very excited about. And so here, this new model, is the model B023, the 10-24 f3.5 to 4.5 Di2 VC HLD. I'm not sure what HLD is just yet. We'll probably find out when I start reading through here. Now, a lot of people are probably upset that it's not a constant aperture f2.8. And really, there is hardly not enough difference between f2.8 and f3.5 to really warrant any kind of complaints, as long as it is tack sharp at f3.5. So, I'm not too, my current Canon 10-22 is 3.5 to 4.5. I've never really had a problem with that. The only problem I really had with it at night trying to do astrophotography is that it has really bad coma around the stars and stuff. So you can never truly get that sharp image that I really want for time lapse. That was the only real complaint with it. So let's scroll through here and see what they talk about. Vibration control lets you go wherever your vision takes you. Let's see if they state anything about how many stops of it. Okay. HLD. Okay, this is the high low torque modulated drive AF system. This excellent driving power of the all-new HLD enables stable and precise focusing, even with the large focusing lens element and module on model B023. What's more, the full-time manual focus override allows you to take fine adjustments without having to switch from AF to manual focus modes, which sounds really nice. Now, looking at it, it's kind of hard to tell. It may be something similar to Canon's Nano USM. It's kind of really hard to tell if I've been broke down. It kind of looking at it in a way, it kind of looks like a micro motor, But if they say it has full-time manual focus, then it's likely not. It may be something more similar to STM. But on a wide-angle lens, you don't need the fastest autofocus motor because almost everything's always going to be fairly close to being in focus anyway. So I'm not worried about that whatsoever. As long as it does wear out is the only thing I'm really concerned about, and it's accurate. I'm not too totally concerned on a wide-angle lens about it being turbo fast. Unlike a portrait or lens like the 70-200, you do want a fast autofocus, but it's still got to be accurate. Okay, it also has moisture and resistant construction, which is a big thing. I think this is probably one of the biggest selling points for this lens is the moisture and dust resistant construction. That doesn't mean it's waterproof, doesn't mean you should stand in a rain shower. It just means when you go outside in humid environments, you don't have to worry about mold and mildew building up in your lens. So that's what I'm saying. All right, the tapping console is also great. Fluorine coatings, electromagnetic diaphragm, of course, like I said, that's always been on Canon, and is an update to the Nikon, and full-time manual focus override. And really, I think this is going to be a great vlogging lens. 10 to 24 vibration control. Tamron is probably going to sell a lot of these lenses for people, doing the vlogging and stuff, especially the vibration control. The lens looks excellent, and I think pricing on this one was probably around, they estimated around maybe $500-600 US. I think it's a very competitive price point. And see here, look at the construction. Got an extra low dispersion element. Excuse me, a low dispersion element, an extra low dispersion element, a molded glass spherical element in it, and a hybrid spherical at the back. So this could end up being an extremely sharp lens. And the minimum apertures are f22 to f29 and 7 circular diaphragms. I gotta tell you folks, if this lens performs better than all the others, or even as good as the current ones, it's going to be a big seller. It really, really is. But anyway, that's it for this little quick vlog. I want to talk about these new lenses released from Tamron. I've been waiting for the announcement to come out all week. I've been pretty excited about it. And anyway, I like them. Very interested in getting both. So let me know what your thoughts and comments are down in the description below. And I'll see y'all in the next one.